moment has finally come. The beginning of the final chapter of this little that arc, or perhaps a very large that arc that turned out to be. This strange, large adventure that I never expected to happen. This whole thing had started just from a single joke, in fact, about the name of a little game called Beat That. So welcome to Let's Play Hot Wheels World Race. This time for the GBA, we're going to start out small, and we're going to move on to bigger things, bigger, better things, after this version. Also, for some reason, you don't have title music. But all is well, so we have music here. Is there anything to do here? Other than start off. I always look at options, there's not much to do here. I try to remember to look at credits later. I forgot to look at the credits in some other Hot Wheels games, unfortunately. I always like to look at credits whenever I finish off a game. So, multiplayer's not going to be happening. Quick race, I'm guessing, is just not story things at all. League sounds like the main thing to do. So, yes, I have heard. So you have different teams to play as. And some of these guys have pretty similar looking color schemes. Strange. So I guess we're going to try these guys out separately. No idea who any of these are. Okay, well, it's kind of hard not to know who the trademarked Vert Wheeler is. I can't tell else is trademarked. Should we start out with him? Or should we just do things in the order the game gives us? Oh, oops, not quick race. Didn't expect it to go back. Let's... Well, I don't know if I'm going to recognize any of these. I did expect to start with Vert, but maybe Vert will be the finale. Let's see what context we're going to put in. Let's start out with easy stuff. We'll probably increase the... Oh man, I can't even play. Oh, I only have one option. I'll probably increase the difficulty as I go along or something. If I can, we'll see. Place to race. Here we are. So these are guys we have. So something I've never heard of. And nothing else to play as. Oh geez, we're stuck with this one for now. But I guess we'll unlock other cars as we go. Actually, crap, I don't remember how you unlock new cars. As a time trial, so start out with this guy for now. If I remember right, you actually unlock new cars at time trials. Scrim. It's an attractive name. Of course, Teslas or... It feels like too much of an obvious joke. The car corporation called Ice named after Tesla in some way. In the real world parallels. Oh. Why are you jumping from side to side? This is a little like over dramatic. So this is our first. These are our first steps outside of Charlie. Okay. Krakatoa. Oh man. Only time I've ever heard Krakatoa was in SpongeBob. Well, not the only time, but it's hard not to think of that. In any case, okay, so this is the kind of... Jeez! Okay, we're starting off quickly here, aren't we? So it's this kind of game. Kind of like, a few other games like... Mario Kart. Oh man, that turning is not the best. Like Mario Kart for the... Oh, jeez! Man, that turning is ridiculous. It's actually really hard to stop turning a certain way. Almost. I wasn't very almost. So I'm yet to actually learn how to do stunts. So we press directions. It's nice to have stunts in a game again, though. Power-ups, I'll have to figure out how those actually work. Yeah, so it takes a long time to actually turn your wheel back after you start turning. Oh, I figured that'd be a mine or something, but no, it just kind of made me stop for a moment. What? Okay, wait, how did I not make that? Is it just because it says really bad stunt stats or something? Yeah, it seems like I can't actually make any stunts at all. I was not even trying to do a stunt that time. I guess I'm not getting too messed up. So I'm guessing it gives me boost. But right now it's not looking real. Okay, so at least you get better turning if you're on a PSP boost like that. So, right now I'm kind of preoccupied figuring out these controls. But soon enough, we're going to have to think about how we ended up here. I guess that shoots stuff. Seem to figure out the different power-ups. They're pretty useful. I'm in first. Not sure how long it's going to be for, though. Don't do any tricks. Aha! So, this is our first experience outside of the simulation. Where some way or another we end up finding ourselves in the global racing competition. Maybe that has conceded to Let's participate in a race. Or maybe the world race is really just a way to race around the world to find that as quickly as we can. Maybe a few different things. So how do I use this power up in particular? Actually, not sure how to use this one. Because the power up button is not doing anything interesting. I'll have to find out later. Oh jeez! Yeah, if you need to actually, so if you want to turn right and then stop turning right, you need to actually press left again. I'm not used to that. I've only played one game actually steering like that, and I always kind of hated it. I'm not used to seeing like a GBA game. Jeez, I'm not trying to like drift or anything here, it's just what's happening. Yeah, so, kind of stuck with, oops, and I accidentally hit the brake. Kind of stuck with some awkward scenarios of not actually having a power up to use apparently, because I can't figure out how to use it. So I'll have to work that out later. As time goes on. I love how I get better cornering on those boost pads though. It's kind of like Beat That. We're on a big search for that. Now that we're back in the real world. You all team up, and under the guise of a competition, we just search for that. And these guys are right next to each other. So do I play as one car for an entire league? That's what it seems like. Okay. No, I don't actually. So I'm gonna have to unlock these guys, unlock more stuff as I go on. So Mega Duty will just kind of say. Actually, we never really saw much of Mega Duty, but Mega Duty's a veteran here, so some of these are actually new friends of ours, I guess. Either more that came out of the simulation with us, or more that we found after having escaped the simulation that are joining our cause. And there are no stunt stats, so I'm gonna have to take some time to figure out some of the mechanics of this, because it feels like the learning curve is bigger than I expected. It's actually having a pretty hard time doing some stunts and things like that. And the power-ups aren't as intuitive as I thought. But Mega Duty is at least our veteran here. But I guess right now we're running along. Another dimension from our own. We're searching for that across multiple dimensions. Of course. Uh-huh. We're just searching the multiverse for that now. Or if we ever find, maybe we'll even run into British Drift King Ryan Storm at some point. So at some point we have to, oops, let's do the brake. At some point we have to figure out how to use the boost on here. I was not actually trying to turn. And I was trying to turn, I was not trying to boost. Oh, I get how this works, okay. I really like it how the stunts work now. It's a lot more detailed than I thought it would be. Jeez. It's not quite how I thought it would work in a game like this. There's starting out of detail in some aspects of this. So I got it, just not very well. Okay. So it's actually kind of like Stunt Track Challenge where you rotate fully in the air. That's really, really surprising. Oh man, that sound effect is totally from Stunt Track Challenge. Here we go. So that time, oh, do I need to have boost to use some of those attacks? Or some of those? Oops, that was almost the slightest. I can use our boost if you fall too. Okay, we're figuring this stuff out. And of course, heavy duty is here for us in case we mess anything up. So I need boost to actually be able to use this particular power for something to that effect. So boost and power buttons are the same. Yeah. Yes, I got it now. That's a mine, I believe. So I think the right trigger is a handbrake. I haven't actually tried using it much. I should probably do. Yeah. That was best it could have been. Boost everywhere. Okay. I appreciate the random words that just pop up on the screen as you do these tricks. Okay, so you cannot use the triggers to do tricks. So I think it's just directional rotations. A lot like... Almost. That felt pretty good to me. It's a lot like... What are we calling it? Stunt Track Challenge. More than I thought it would be. Get back here. Yeah, so if I boost manually, that also improves my handling temporarily, which is really unexpected. I don't need that. Yeah, see, I recognize these sound effects from Soundtrack Challenge rather unexpectedly. I don't remember if this game came out before or after Soundtrack Challenge. I wasn't rotating more than I thought I would. Oh, come on, hit the pad. So we got things going now. That one wasn't too perfect, but worked. That one was! Aha, see? Because I was told it was perfect. You see, now we got something going here. At least hitting a jump corrects your direction you're moving in. So it seems like some of the power-ups you could actually improve your boost, but you need boost to use it. Just interesting. This end screen here, though, where the music just stops and you see your car driving around, reminds me a lot of Burn Rubber. This is interesting. So the search for that continues. We haven't run to anything just yet, but we're getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up with heavy duty on our team. We know that nothing bad can happen. Of course, this is the these are little leagues right now, basically, because we're actually racing with heavy duty. Mega duty. Whoops, I keep saying heavy duty. Is that even one called heavy duty? I confuse some of the truck types of cars sometimes. Super Tune and Mega Duty I tend to confuse, even though I know how they look. I know they look different. Anyways. Let's keep going one more time. I like how we get more and more exposition as time goes on. Against beings called the Acceleron's. I only wonder if that has a connection to them, considering that has apparently been able to jump between dimensions. I usually think of purple when I think of lava stuff, okay. Doesn't seem to be any boost mechanic at the beginning of the race, or at least if there is, I haven't figured out. Of course, we know how tough that mechanic was to figure out in the GBA version of, what was it called, of Soundtrack Challenge. Why can't I remember the name Soundtrack Challenge? Oh no! There you go. Surprisingly smooth, though, the way this handling's the worst. It's surprisingly smooth. I still need to try to use the handbrake. I recognize those little things from Soundtrack Challenge as well. Those little pins on the ground. Yeah, I'm curious if this is like a handbrake. Something like that, maybe, but it turned out very, very badly. How you... Okay, I just pushed him ahead with me. No, this is just really weird rubber banding. Like, if I slow down, they tired. Oh, stale tricks, I guess. But if I boost forwards, then they just suddenly get a massive speed boost forwards. If I don't boost, then, or if I slow down somehow because I hit a wall or something, then they basically just stop dead in their tracks. Oh, so I think the same tricks. The game's even literally using the word stale now. There you go. This is in fact a stale trick. I like how they also have stale tricks though. I don't think that was a thing in Soundtrack Challenge, which probably should have been. I think. Oh jeez, just gonna pinball over you now. I think that was a thing in. Yeah, you got fewer and fewer points progressively in Velocity X and the GBA. I'm pretty sure you use the same tricks over and over. So I think you do the same trick 3 times in a row or something. That's kind of cool. I have to admit, seeing somebody buzz past the camera. Yeah. Oh, stop that. Yeah, so now we're still just getting used to things, I imagine. The mini-map here is not the most useful, because it's not really a mini-map, even the slightest. Sure. Oh, jeez. Still, I'm curious how much better later cars will handle. Still not liking this one in terms of how things go. Is that supposed to be a homing attack? That it turned an interesting way there. Also, I should probably hold my boost button at some points instead of just tapping it every single time. Like, oh no, actually no, it only does go on for a certain amount of time. I don't think you can hold it forever. Can you? I think you can. That speed boost you get when you first use it is really nice. Alright though, so that's gonna be this first episode though. I think it's a nice introduction. Things are starting nice and calm on the search for that. Good job hitting that wall. See, the AI has a hard time too. We'll see how things progress from here though. Because we still have a number of cars to see. I mean, in the end, make it look like a competition, but we're really all working together, one might imagine. If we're really all just trying to find that Yay! So, that's the Little League's over, I guess. Someone else on a rank's helping us out. Next time I think I'll do time trial, because I remember right, time trial unlocks cars, so we'll try this out to see how things go. Ballistic, hello. I haven't seen Ballistic in quite a while. Seeking a Suntrack Challenge. Number 7, here we go. I think we need to see some old faces though, Drifting Ryan, Storm and the like. And have them show everyone how things work. Still lots of locked stuff. Okay. Anyways, see you then guys. I guess Drifting Ryan Storm's gonna show us how it's done or something like that.